So the next step we are going to be looking into now is the introduction of the traffic lights into the road network. And in order to do that, we go to our palette, we have the traffic light, then we can drag it. So we can drag it into the interface. Here we have it. So here we have the traffic lights quite close. So since we have 2.0, we can also do the same for the second one, for the second intersection, and drag the traffic lights there also. So we can edit the properties of the first traffic light. So at this point we can see we have the intersection. So we click on it, we pick up the first one because that's the first intersection we're dealing with. We have the intersection stop line, we have the intersections line lane connectors, and we have the specific stop lines. So if you're going to be editing it based on the intersection stop lines, let me drag the intersection into. Now we have three stop lines, one, two, and three. These are the three stop lines, and that is what we can see here. So if we want to edit this based on the intersection stop line, can decide to introduce the lights this way. Then for this, you can put it this way. So for the duration of the yellow light can be 3 seconds, yes, and for the actual stop line can be 10 or 15. So this we can increase to 15, also we can increase to 20. It depends on whatever second duration we or the time duration we want to use. So in this case now, for this one, we can decide this under this can be green and this can also be green. So at this point, vehicles moving to in these directions, we can have vehicles moving in this direction and also in this direction. So green. So for the third one, we can have it to be here. So at this point, we can have this to be green. So when it is green, the rest are red at this point. So when we are having the movement of vehicles or cars around this road, so this will be having the red sign, the traffic light will be red, and here will be green. So that means the movement on this road here can be green, and this will be red. And when this is red, here can be what? Here can be green. So when this is green, vehicles are moving in this direction, moving in this direction. Here also they're moving in a true lane and also the right turn lane. So we can have this setup. Or we can also have it based on intersections and intersections lane connectors. But for the sake of this, we'll just keep it this way. So let's change the seconds here. Let's make it 20 seconds. And the same thing also for this. 20 seconds. So then we can move to the second traffic light at the second intersection. Then we can edit the properties. So what the intersection will be the intersection one, that is the second one. And the same thing also when the vehicles come in here and here, the ones here and the ones going in this direction. It can also be something similar to what we did with the first one. So we can have the same thing here, and we can also edit it based on the connectors also. the lane connectors. So whichever one we want to use, we can do that. Like I said, based on the type of intersection or traffic um, stops or traffic lights we want to deploy in at that point of intersection. So when we have the true lane here, we can also have the true lane in this direction. And the same way when we have that, we have vehicles coming in this direction and here also in this way. So I think we can still employ almost the same thing we used in the first one. So at this point, we do this. So at this point, this can be green and this can also be green, then this is red. And at this point, this is the only one that is green. So this is no. So we have this connector. That is it. So another thing that I also explained in the previous video, but I think I will have to do that now, is the yield sign. So when we click on the stop lane here, we can decide to edit the properties. Then the road sign, we can click on the yield. So that is giving priorities to a certain part of the road to move when there is a point of when there is conflict at that point of intersection. So you can give the yield sign there. Maybe also here you can have the yield sign there also. You can see the green light, and this is the red, the traffic light here showing red. Here is green, and at this point, so here is green, and here is red. So at the point when this is red, so there are vehicles ready to take the right turn lane and also the true lane at this point. And the same here too. We have the true lane and the left turn lane. So the left turn lane. So from what we can see here, that means a traffic light is well established.